Welcome to Treasures from the Rebbe's Library. We're here in the reading room of the library. In addition to the hundreds of thousands of volumes contained here in the library, there are hundreds of special items and artifacts, some of which were passed down from generation to generation of the Rebbes of Chabad Lubavitch, some of which are from the Rebbe himself. With Pesach approaching, let's have a look at some special Pesach-related items. This is a Siddur with Kavanas Arizal, printed in 1794, Tav Kuf Nun Daled. It was owned by the Tzemach, and according to the inscription inside the front cover by the Frierdiker Rebbe, the Tzemach and each of the subsequent Rabbeim would have this Siddur with them during Tkiyas Shofar and the Pesach Seder. The Rebbe's birthday, Yud Aleph Nisan, the 11th of Nisan, is only a few days before the beginning of Pesach. In 1962, as the Rebbe's 60th birthday was approaching, Reb Aaron Klein gifted this gold Kiddush cup to the Rebbe. It has on it the verse, Yamim al Yemei Melech Toisif, which is a blessing for long life from the Rebbe's new chapter of Psalms, the Rebbe's new kapitel Tilim. The plate has the word Ufaratzta engraved on it. Beneath the plate are the names of Reb Aaron and his wife. From 1971 and onward, when the Rebbe conducted his Pesach Seder privately with the Rebbetzin alone, the Rebbe used this Kiddush cup, this Becher, at the Seder. In the Haggadah compiled by the Rebbe, he writes that in the homes of the Rebbes, the participants would make their Seder plates of napkins, with the exception of the Rebbe himself, who would always use a silver tray for his Seder plate. This silver tray was used by the previous Rebbe for his Seder plate. The matzahs, along with the napkins, would go on top of this. Subsequent to the previous Rebbe's passing, when the Pesach Seder continued to be conducted at his table, this plate would be placed at the previous Rebbe's place. Erev Pesach, the morning of the Seder in 1951, the Rebbe called Rabbi J.J. Hecht and asked him to find a silver tray for the Rebbe's own Seder plate. Rabbi Hecht went to the Lower East Side and found this tray. He actually reached out to the Rebbe and said that he had found something with 8 corners. Is that okay? And the Rebbe told him that's just fine. And subsequently, throughout the years, the Rebbe would use this as his Seder plate. The Rebbe writes of a special silver bowl that was used by the Alter Rebbe, gifted by his Chassidim. They made a collection, and each family gave a set amount of money toward the purchase of this silver bowl. At the Rebbe's own Pesach Seder, after everyone would be served the soup, they would bring this bowl. The Rebbe would take 3 spoonsful of soup and put them in his own bowl, and then it would be passed around and each person would take. The previous Rebbe speaks about this bowl, and he says, typically a person is neither afraid nor ashamed of an inanimate object. However, there are certain inanimate objects that one should be afraid and ashamed before. Just knowing that this was used by the Alter Rebbe and passed down from Rebbe to Rebbe through the generations should evoke such an emotion.